What's going on today, guys? Been super busy this week. The weather's finally broke a little bit for us. It's a little cool this morning, but it was decent throughout the week. Sprayed a whole bunch of warm season yards, new customers. Had some apartments that we picked up that are big. I did have a chance to make a little bit of a video at the apartments, a very very little bit, and I didn't really get the chance to make much on the yards, but I'm gonna try to put something together today. I got to get out and mow some of these fescue yards. They're growing pretty mad right now. So they've got their last rounds of fertilizer on them. So we'll talk a little bit about the fescue and the plants for going into the summer now that we're done with the fertilizer on them. And we'll try to show a little bit of the new customer stuff, and we'll hear from an industry expert on his thoughts on acquiring new customers. So stay tuned. You'll love it. Maybe.
Check out this hot mess I got today. I'm telling you, this right here is what keeps you in business. Guy says he's been treating. He just throws his hands up in the air and says, I don't know what else to do. So he calls me, you know, the Bermuda grass king of Monroe and Union County. So I got to fix this hot mess. What do y'all think?
All right. I don't know how much of a video I'm gonna have time to do here today, but I just got these Poe all in it, these apartments, and all but I guess that duplex and that one maybe. I know he said it was two. He's gonna have to come show me the ones he doesn't want done. This duplex is all the way around. Apartments out the yin yang. And I mean, these things go around. There's these buildings like that. There's like 10 of them and an office up to the front. They got lots of grass. Holy smokes. We got here all day. Okay, so I've got this big place to spray. I've got 3 bottles of Celsius. There's one down. I've already started up here. So if I've got enough Celsius, I'm gonna try to cover the whole place at 4 ounces an acre of Celsius and 16 ounces an acre of methylated seed oil. I really wanted, this is centipede by the way, it looks like it's mostly centipede. Really wanted to go the Atrazine, simazine route on most of my centipede this year, but this is a brand new place for me to spray, and it's got some henbit and other things in it that I'm not confident that I'm gonna be able to get with that Atrazine, so we're gonna go this route. I know Celsius is good stuff, so that's what I'm doing. So I don't know how much video farting around time I'm gonna have here because I really gotta get this knocked out. So it might be all you see of this. Might not even make a video about this. I don't know. There you go.
I don't know how I'm feeling about that. I've already dropped the handlebars down and walked some stuff. I went halfway up riding. I'm gonna try to push it.
You can tell it hadn't been sprayed, and they don't even get on it with the mowers. I ran through it up across the top, and I'm trying to get one lower pass in it and see what I can do. Hammer tearing it up out here. Alright, I put this house in that lots of weeds video. It's still got lots of weeds. I sprayed this with Speed Zone right before we had 3 weeks of solid rain and all that stuff. Like this Fescue spot out here or whatever this is, I sprayed that with a little bit of Celsius actually off of a hand can. It still looks like crap, but I mean in comparison to what's over there, when you get over here, the end bit thins out and all that stuff. It only needs to spray a little bit. It's cleaner out there. Yeah, not too good. Sense a reapplication in the future. This one behind me is the other yard in that lots of weeds video, It is, it's Celsius was slow as molasses in this cooler, wet weather we've had, but pretty effective. This ain't bad at all considering what we started with. But I have some Atrazine in the tank on the permagreen that I got to get rid of before I go do what I got to do next. So I'm gonna go ahead and reapply, and that might help me with some of this grassy stuff I got down there. But it took the hen bit out of it really well, the onions, and it's put this grassy looking stuff on its ear anyway. It doesn't look like it's completely killed, but Celsius is slow when it's hot anyway, but when it's cool like this, it's been real slow. This thing was sprayed weeks and weeks ago. All right, well, I'll get to that. Here's another new customer looking at about an acre. It's Bermuda, and it's full of, I see chickweed, I see henbit, I see some plantain, full of a little bit of everything, but we're gonna lay the hot wallop on it and clean her up. This is pretty typical of what we're seeing on first time new customers. All right, get to work. I don't know if the audio is gonna work or not, but check this one out. I know you've seen it in all the videos, but it's had its last fertilizer for the year. And you know, if you watched the last video, the RGS and micros and fertilizer. But she's screaming. Let's talk a little bit about this yard. I know most of the videos have been so far here lately. Oh, text coming in. Out here on these fescue yards, doing the dirty work on them all winter. But that's what you do with these. You work on them all winter long to get them ready to make it through the summer. And the last of the fertilizer's been done on this. So throughout the summer, we're just going to try, you know, humic acid, micros, and special fungicide blend. And we'll probably run the micros and the humic acid and a potassium supplement throughout the summer with the fungicides. But all my fescue is going to get fungicides starting like May 15th through August on a monthly basis preventatively. Worked real good last year. Hopefully it'll do well this year. But you know, these yards like this don't happen by accident, man. I've worked my tail off on this thing. And I've, you know, read and studied and trialed and errored over the years and talked to other people and networked and everything else. And so that, you know, getting some results. I'm sure there's better ones out there, but this was pretty good. They're happy with it. Up the street, gonna start on another one. I'm gonna enjoy the mow on my walker here with a nice Gurkha. And I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Then we'll go move on to some spray stuff. Hang tight. I'm out here rolling along, enjoying my Gurkha, enjoying the mow, and I've got a serious issue. I'll flip it around and show you what it is. I guess it's a mole. Like, most mold damage I see is like tunnels, like up, but these are like little piles of dirt all over the yard. I'm by no means a rodent expert, but I don't know what a vole does versus a mole. Okay, this crap is not good at all. Let's see if I can get it in there. Do you see that? Right there. What in the hell? Anybody home? As Connor would say, this is a real pisser-offer, man. I don't know what the hell. I got several of them out here. They're wrecking my chi, man. They're tearing my damn yard up. I gotta do something about this. Nothing in there. It's not hole. Don't feel any tunnels. I gotta do some research. I don't know what that is. I've roughed up all these holes, and there is no sign of any kind of tunnel or anything in this. No sign of any insects. There's an earthworm in one of them. But I kicked this one up by this tree, and it's full of ants. I'm not seeing an entrance to an ant tunnel, but if that's ants, that's some weird ant action. But I'm gonna give these guys some bifenthrin. See if that helps us out. Alright, I got my mow in and I hosed down the ants with bifenthrin, and I'm not sure, and about half of the yard over that way too, just so they didn't have anywhere to run. We'll see if that does it. I'm not real sure exactly what I'm dealing with there. That's a little different looking than the fire ant mounds I'm used to seeing, and it's kind of early for something like that too. And the ants I did see over there were little tiny black ants, something different. So I don't know. I'll go to the old interwebs and see what the hell that's all about. All right, I'm gonna finish up here, and looks good though, except for the stupid mounds those dumb things made. You do and you do. Something wrecks you. Nature's always gonna throw you a curveball, man. All right, back at the lab. It's been a long day. I don't know if I really got much to pull together for a video, but I chose the 2 yards to go back to from the lots of weeds video to see how they were doing, and I think I kind of saw that Celsius, even in the miserable weed killing conditions we had, really outperformed the Speed Zone Southern. Got so many yards that are centipede here, so many yards that are mixed centipede and Bermuda. On those mixed ones, the only thing what I do anyway, is unless the customer says they specifically want me to get rid of one or the other. Most of them are mostly Bermuda with a little centipede mixed in them. And what I will do is I will spray those with herbicides like that they are a centipede yard. So I will not spray it with anything that's going to kill centipede, but I'll fertilize it like it's a Bermuda yard, and eventually it'll be a Bermuda yard, because the centipede won't be able to handle that much nitrogen, and it'll slowly decline, and you'll have a homogeneous yard. Most of the customers don't really care one way or the other as long as it's green, but you know, unless they say they would like one over the other. Anyhow, that's about all I got. So we looked at some of the fescue yards, did some mowing today, spraying a ton of rough looking yards right now, brand new customers. We listened to Jay Wyrick tell us his opinion on how to acquire new business. But we'll check you out next time, guys. Appreciate it.